Murder, the unlawful killing of another human. It has been considered wrong and even illegal since our earliest dated history, the Bible. So if murder is so wrong, and had always been wrong, why would we allow our government to get away with it?
So the death penalty is the state-mandated execution of persons or prisoners who have committed heinous acts in the past. In Utah, the only crime that's punishable by the death penalty is aggravated murder. That is the murder of someone with the intent to kill them, so planned out, or basically what we would consider cold-blooded murder. And the controversy is really a moral one of what is the value of life, and when has someone forfeited their right to life. So if I aggravatedly kill someone, does that constitute or negate my right to life? And at what point do I lose my right to live? And so really the argument behind the death penalty is a moral one of who decides who lives and who dies. And should the government have that ability or that right or that capability to make that decision for others, irregardless of what crimes they may have committed.
This is a current day example. His name is Nick Tartaglione, and he is an ex-New York cop. He is accused in the killings of 4 men in Orange County nearly 3 years ago. That decision has been pending since Tartaglione's arrest in December 2016. It was declared in October of 2017 that prosecutors would be pursuing the death penalty. Barkett and other lawyers of Tartaglione worked on a mitigation package for more than a year to head off pursuit of the death penalty. In December 2017, they met with officials at the Department of Justice in Washington, but failed to convince them. When asked about Tartaglione's reactions to all this, Barkett said he's more concerned about the extra time it will take. Unfortunate, despicable, unnecessary, unjust, thoughtless, pointless. Those are all words that come to mind. Can you imagine waiting years in a prison cell while lawyers fight in court to see if you are going to be killed, not knowing how much longer you'll be allowed to live, knowing that people are fighting to get you killed? That isn't to say that what Tartaglione did is permissible by any means, but anything more than life in prison is just absurd.
Arguments for the death penalty revolve a lot around statistics and how much money it costs to keep these inmates alive in our prisons. So the main figure that they go for is that per inmate per year, it costs approximately $31,000 to keep that inmate alive. So per year, every inmate is costing taxpayers $31,000 per year. So why don't we just end that? Why don't we just get rid of that yearly costs? But in reality, every death penalty case that's tried costs the taxpayers or someone $1.26 million, whereas a regular case is only $750,000. So for every case that's tried that argues for the death penalty, it's costing taxpayers or costing a government an additional $500,000. And that's for every case that's tried. Now, there's also some moral arguments, like I've said, against and for the death penalty. For the death penalty, it's that this person has violated their rights. They've given up their right to live in a civilized society by repeated heinous crimes against others' civil rights or civil liberties. So repeated rape, repeated murder. Like I said in the case of Utah, aggravated murder. But really, again, who can really adjudicate when someone's forfeited their right to live? Who determines that this person no longer has the right to life? Because that's a final decision that can't be revoked. And so it's just really hard to determine who has that right and who has the ability to make those sorts of decisions. And then also, just another argument against it, DNA evidence is constantly improving. Every year there's approximately across the country somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,000 cases that are overturned based on new forensic evidence. So to what extent can you be absolutely certain that this case is a deadlock? How can you determine that it couldn't be overturned somewhere in the future? And because of that reason and lots of others, you can't take away someone's right to live, no matter what they've done, especially on the argument that it costs less, because in reality it doesn't.